Now, in the previous lecture, we discussed how we can find the metric tensor and the covariant metric tensor and reciprocal metric tensor, which is a contravariant metric tensor. Now, in this result, our purpose is this product GJK. So, this is a covariant metric tensor and it is a contravariant metric tensor GPK, right? This K is common, then this will converted into delta Pj. So this is very important result. I repeat once again, GJK, it is a covariant and it is a contravariant, means reciprocal metric tensors. Now the common part is K, so ignore the common part. If we ignore the common part, the remaining will be P and G. P is the superscript and J is the subscript. So that will converted into Kronecker delta with P and G, right? So this is very important result. Now, in order to understand this result, first, if GJK, it is a cofactor of GJK that we already done in the previous example. This is a cofactor of GJK and this is a determinant of GJK. Now we know the definition of contravariant tensor, reciprocal tensor, conjugate tensor, which is a GJK, which is equal to GJK, which is a cofactor over divided by G, right? So then this left hand side is equal to right hand side. So this result is very important, that is used in many applications. So remember this result. Now, by definition of determinant, how we can find the determinant? We find if we expand by first row, suppose, then we can find the determinant. First element of a row into its cofactor plus second into cofactor plus third into cofactor, that is equal to determinant. So this is the same result. This is the same result. This is expanding by jth row, right? So this is expanding by jth row. That means J is fixed. If J is first row, then J is 1. If J is second row, then J is 2. And this K is represented the sum. Clear? So this is a basically definition of determinant. Or this is a determinant of a square matrix of order n, remember. So it means J is running from 1 to n and K is running from 1 to n. So first understand this summation. Now this summation we can convert it into Einstein's summation formula. So that is simply GJK and capital GJK, right? So that applying summation convention by Einstein. So this is a GJK, capital GJK, which is equal to G. Now from this, what we get? This is the, if divided by G, then this term is equal to 1, right? And G, this is possible because G is non-zero. Now it implies by definition, what is this? It is a GJK. So it is a reciprocal, it is a reciprocal conjugate tensor of GJK, right? So it means GJK, which is equal to 1. Clear? So that is written in the equation number 1. Now, again we know that when P is not equal to J. In that case, when P is not equal to J, this is not equal to J, then this summation is equal to 0, right? On same, you can check that for taking some example. So if P is not equal to J, then this term is 0. If they are same, this value is 1. If they are different, then this value is 0. If this value is 0, then this can be written in this form. It means P is not equal to J. This product is 0, right? So this value is 1 if P equal to J, and this is 0 if P is not equal to J. Then what is this? It is a Kronecker delta with P and J. So it is Kronecker delta P and J, right? So remember that from this remember that that is for a orthogonal axis. Now this product, it means in order to find the reciprocal coordinate in this case, what we will do, we do this value is equal to 1 by jk, 1 by gik, right? When this is equal, when I equal to j, otherwise it is 0. So this is possible when only diagonal entries are non-zero and other entries are 0. So in that case, we can find a reciprocal coordinate very easily, as we done in cylindrical and spherical coordinate. So reciprocal coordinate we can find very easily. The diagonal entries are it's a reciprocal and other entries are 0. So that we already find it. Now in this case, if the metric is given by these values, right? Then evaluate G and Gij, right? So on similar pattern, you can find the value of G and Gij. Now from, in general, I repeat, this is the G11, 5. This is G22, diagonal entry, and this is a G33. Now here, remember, it is first row, second column, then this term include G12. Also, it includes G21. So it means G12 is equal to minus 3. And similarly, G21 is equal to minus 3. And the total sum is minus 6. So remember, G12, G21, which is equal to minus 3. So that is half of this term. Similarly, in case of this, G23 and G32, which is again equal to 2, that is a half of these values, right? So this is G115, G223, G334, G12 and 21 minus 3, G23 and 32, which is 2. So this is a matrix, other are 0. So in that case, we can evaluate G. Now in this case, we cannot apply this result. Why? Because it has some non-diagonal entries non-zero, right? Now, next is prove that GJK, it is a contravariant symmetric tensor. So we already say that it is a contravariant. Now we want to prove that it is a contravariant symmetric tensor. GJK, it is a symmetric. We know that. It implies, so its cofactor over G is also symmetric. So it implies this is equal to this. It is a symmetry. So that is our result. Again, to prove the second step, it is a contravariant. Now we know that we already proved in the previous result GJK, GPK. So this K is common. So we ignore this k, that product is converted into Kronecker delta. Clear? Now consider this UK is a contravariant. This is a contravariant tensor. Then inner product with the covariant tensor of second rank will be a covariant vector due to contractions, right? So multiply by this, this will be equal to Vj, right? Or if we multiply by GPK on both sides, right? So GPK Vj, now substitute the value of Vj, that is equal to this. So this will equal to this. So this is a, now this product is K is common. So this is a Kronecker delta P and J. Now when we multiply by Kronecker delta, here Pj, here K. So it does not affect this values. But J and K, this should be J and P, it should be equal. So J and P, this J and P should be equal. So here, now if J, this P is taking J, right? So this will become GJK into Vj. So correct this values. Here J should be equal to P. So that's why this will become a 1. Not K, this is a P. So correct this value, take J equal to P. When we take J equal to P in this equation, this will be become 1. Then it will become UK and this will become GJK. This P converted into J, K is K and this is a Vj. So which is a contravariant vector. So that is our result. Now next are very important symbols, which is called Christopher's symbols, or these are two kind of symbols. One is first kind, second is second kind. So one is Christopher's symbol of first kind, and second kind is introduced from the first kind. Now how we can find the values? Now this is denoted by ijk. These are some variable ijk. Now this can be written in this form ij and k, right? This is written in this form ij comma k, or which is equal to 1 by 2 curly gik by curly xj plus curly gjk curly xi minus curly gij curly xk, where gij is a metric tensor. Clear? So this is a Christopher symbols that we will discuss in the next chapter. So in full details, right?